Another day, another dollar. Am I right? Am I right? Or do people not get paid for documentaries? Only some people do. Only some, I guess. Because even if you were skinny, yes, true. I feel my skin. I don't like my skin rubbing with each other. I need to lose weight so that I can reach myself. I'm not going to be answering any questions today. I'm just here for the mukbang. That's what I'm here for, babe.
Ridiculous.
The back of your head is ridiculous.
Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, and welcome back to my channel.
Who is that name on my screen?
Hey everybody, hi, hello, it's me, Zach! Hey, hi, welcome to me. Anyways, mine on both the main channel.
Here's your bite, take it!
Michael also, but this is going to be a shorter video as long as I can shut up for a second and get to the point. Is that this morning or today, or well, this is 3 hours ago, so I guess that's technically morning for me, maybe not morning for Rosie Lynn Reed, but about 3 hours ago, Rosie made a community tab post letting folks know the thing that she was in Vegas for finally. I know people have been asking, people have been wondering, so she made a post and she said, you might want to watch this trailer if you want to see a familiar face. Vegas was an experience for so many reasons. June 10th on the ID network will be available on HBO Max. And it links to a video for a trailer for something called Big Girls Wanted, Escaping Paradise, official trailer, ID. And it is on the Investigation Discovery YouTube channel. We are going to take a look at it.
Oh my god!
Trailer, and I'm going to try to react to the trailer. I don't know. Discovery, TLC, all of those channels love to try to, like...
Oh my fucking gosh!
Doing fair use and stuff like that, so we'll see what actually comes of the reaction to this. But what I do want to say is I was locked in, tuned in when Rosie was in Vegas. And I'm curious to see what she was doing because we got to see her do all the other stuff she attempted to do in Vegas, which was mostly eating, talking to strangers on the street, and complaining about not being able to get around Vegas the way that she wanted to. In fact, she ended that trip saying like, oh my gosh, there's so many changes I need to make in my life so that I can get around better. And I think we have seen since Vegas, she hasn't really made a lot of changes to her life, to her lifestyle, the things she does. The only thing that's really changed is now she's dating Remington Bolt Action Rifle III, right? So, all of that being said, I'm curious because she did suggest that, you know, she was working on some kind of production, filming something, being interviewed, things like that. Now, at the time, a lot of people did actually speculate that it had something to do with Paradise. And if you don't know what Paradise is, I only kind of know because, funnily enough, like around that same time, I was getting TikToks in my For You page that were about this guy who lives in Vegas and has a mansion, a huge home, some sort of situation type of deal where he has all of these plus-size women present and he makes TikToks and content with them. I'm sure there's more to it than just that. I think also around this time, people were really fascinated. Oh, what was her name? There was another content creator, maybe named Zio?
Oh, hell no.
XIO.
You're done.
And,
You're done.
People were talking about her a lot in this corner of the internet because apparently Tommy Salami, Amber Lynn Reed's girlfriend, had been in her live streams and things like that, and she was in a hospital and really suffering from a lot of obesity-related things, and she was like eating fast food and stuff in the hospital, doing these live streams and stuff. I'm paraphrasing a lot because I don't know a ton of that from my own personal knowledge. Like I didn't watch a lot of that content. I just knew that it was happening at the time. But she's apparently also connected to this Paradise thing, I think. And so I don't know. There was just a period of time where a lot of that stuff was on my For You page. The thing that I'm confused about is I don't really know exactly what Rosie has to do with that outside of being big. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that she is directly connected to any of that. I guess we'll find out because we're gonna watch this trailer. And I should also say that Rosie already has a live stream planned for today at 4 p.m. my time, which I'll be live streaming on Twitch during that time. So it's possible that this won't even come out, like this video that I'm recording now won't even come out before she gets done live streaming, so there might be more to this story if I can't get this out sooner than that and you're seeing her live stream and thinking like, well, Zach, she's already updated on this, that, the other. I will do a follow-up if she says anything of particular interest when we get to, or when she gets to live streaming and things like that. So, again, this might just be a shorter video. We're just gonna...
Is this her? Is this the Rosie Stalker?
It's only 1 minute and 30 seconds long. And also, of course, this also opens up the opportunity for me to watch whatever this is once it comes out. I do have access to HBO Max. I will be able to watch it. And so maybe I can also give additional thoughts, details, etc. When we get to that. But let me shut up. And let's get to, shall we? Gonna say, love.
There's 500 comments.
Frame that has feet in it. Zachary Maria is not beating the feet allegations. Let's get to.
I want to feel loved. I want to feel desired. And that's not...
Honestly, okay, I don't know what the gag is. I just restarted my computer and Google Chrome and everything, and usually that fixes the issue of the video lagging a bit. I don't know why. It's
oh my
still
god.
lagging a little bit, but maybe that will help with Discovery not trying to take
this
down
is insane
for reacting to this. Because before I started screen recording, it was working just fine. So my apologies, divas. Just
I'm telling you, I better get a fucking check, bitch.
Okay, I don't know what the issue is.
You a fat girl. I was scrolling on TikTok. This guy holds a
Actually, like, I'm about to text somebody because I actually was smart about it. Let me not say too much. Anyways, this was fun. Unfortunately, I told myself that I was just gonna go live and eat. Maybe we can finish. What is happening? I just read both chats. You're right, Pisces Butter, you're right. Pisces Butter knows me so well. Dude, it's so weird that you guys know me now. Like, you know my... Like, you know when I have anxiety. Like, you know when I'm, like, annoyed. You know, like, when I'm trying to fight. And you know when I'm hungry. Anyways, this is a video that Zachary Michael posted. It has almost 40k views. Let's finish it, I guess, but... He mentioned me.
Yeah, okay, that's the guy. that is the guy on TikTok that I've seen. Okay, I'm curious. Did this guy reach out to Rosie or something at some point? Like, how did the people making this little documentary TV show type of deal find Rosie?
I did see your DM, Louise. About sending me some clothes.
Mansion in Vegas. He always lost size women. But he's honestly
Fascinating. It is fascinating because every time I've watched him, it's given more fetish than it's given like I just love you for who you are, and I think that's something that a lot of plus size people really struggle with because a lot of times they are fetishized by people who just want them because they're like super morbidly obese as opposed to like liking them for who they are. And so I'm curious to see how this like dissects some of that. It's also interesting, you know, thinking about Rosie participating in this, because if you don't know, Rosie does and has talked very openly about having a history with the feederism community on the internet, and she's gone on podcasts and talked about that in the past. And you know, people currently have a lot of speculations about like Remy's particular interest in her.
Who's Remy? Her boyfriend?
He's interested in her because he found her through one of the podcasts where she talked about things like that. So I'm very, very curious.
Here, worship like a goddess, but they don't tell you the price that you pay.
The Rosie jump scare. The Rosie jump scare. No, and she's absolutely talking about feederism there. Then she's absolutely talking about feederism and something. Not that she has any experience with this guy, right? Let me go get it. I realized when that voiceover started that it was Rosie. Let's go. Let me play that one back.
Worship like a goddess, but they don't tell you the price that you pay. I thought this older man with women half his age. That power dynamic is predatory.
Yeah, I mean, no jokes. The guy does seem real creepy. From the TikToks I saw, he seems weirdly. It feels weirdly to me that he has like all these young plus size women in a home with him. It's giving something is off.
Jesus, this is just a body positive space, and I just love fat women, and it's totally innocent when it's totally not. There was no consent. Paradise is not a safe and positive place. This man is a predator. He deserves to be addicted to him. He gets off sexually watching people eat and gain weight. It can kill you.
Oh, that was Zio. Remember when I just talked about the other TikTok creator that was like being brought up in gorlworld spaces and stuff? Let me see if I can't get her, just the part with her on the screen. Because yeah, I'm pretty
okay, Zachary. Not too much, Zach.
Hospital. somebody, one of the times that I was struggling, she's in a hospital room, in a hospital bed, eating, and she would do that on TikTok. And I feel like at some point, even when she got out of the hospital, she like went to the Paradise like mansion or whatever.
No, sir. No. Why do people do this? Sir.
Oh, they got someone interviewing this man. He agreed to do an interview for this. He signed on to talk about this.
Zachary's a funny.
Well, damn. All right. Well, that's it. That's all today's video is gonna be. Very curious. I feel like at most they just brought Rosie on to talk about feederism as a concept, because I will be surprised to find out if she has like some kind of connection to this man. I'm curious.
Of course, Sam at every size commented. Of course. No, but of course Sam at every size commented. Oh, this is new. I have videos on this guy / Paradise as a whole, but also 2 women have died. We're closely connected to him. Cass has a video on my channel and was my introduction to him. Most recently was another woman named Shay. Zio was also at his home when she got sick and had to be put in a coma. He visits her and brings her food to the facility. I've also caught that. It's also sad to watch unfold. Also, I hate that they gave him airtime. Yuck. Just nothing in case you want some background on his house. It's all disturbing, to be honest. Of course, Sam at every size.
How they came into contact with her, but also maybe that's something she'll talk more about in her live stream, because I just out of my own fascination with the way that TV, reality TV, documentaries, etc. work, I would be curious to know more about some of the behind the scenes stuff.
How much you want to bet, and I'm not even trying to manifest this, but how much you want to bet that there's going to be a news outlet or somebody that reaches out to hear my side of the story? Because all I'm going to say,
but that's just as somebody who likes reality TV, who likes TV in general, documentaries, and less to do with anything about Rosie. like I would love to hear more about Rosie's experience. It's also crazy to me that she had that whole interview where she's talking about all of the like long-term negative effects that things like feederism or like potentially this guy could have on these women, and like she's still where she's at, you know. But obviously lately in her live streams and things like that, she's been talking a lot about needing access to healthcare and mental health care and things like that. So I don't know. Maybe she can get some of that soon, hopefully, and all of that stuff works out for her. I'll also say she was recently, and I haven't watched through it because I'm blocked on Instagram, which, as always, that's fine.
I think I'm gonna start making YouTube videos.
I haven't seen it directly. One of my moderators did send me over a screen recording of her recent Instagram story where she was talking about bipolar or another mental health condition that involves. She's still going through all of the various mental health-related, pain-related, just health.
No, I'm so pissed right now.
Difficulties. So I don't know, where was I going with that?
I'm so pissed.
There's just a lot happening with Rosie. Actually, and talking about
No, I actually am having a mental breakdown.
Explanations of diagnoses and contradicting stories and stuff. Because even recently in my Discord, people have been talking about how some other content creators, I think like Nikki T, have been reviewing some of the like different ways she's talked about being groomed into feederism. After reading through some of that, I remembered, like, yeah, I recalled that she talked about how. Alright, that there before Rosie goes sending you information. Writing down below, hit the bell button so you get a notification. So I guess that's technically warning for me. Guys, official trailer, I'm gonna try to react to the trailer. Stuff like that, so we'll see what Rosie was in Vegas. Talking to strangers on the street, interviewed, things like that. Who lives in Vegas and has. He makes TikToks and content with it. The creator maybe named Zio? XI. Than just that. I think also around this time, these plus-size women present who lives in Vegas. I was getting TikToks in my For You page that were filming something, being